Alright, what up? Time for another vlog. I'm in Berlin again, as you can see. This is actually the wall. This is where the old wall used to be. Anyway, I'm now walking to meet up Jay's gonna be there too, which is gonna be fun. I arrived yesterday evening, slept at Tommy's place, which is nice, but today I gotta move in to Timo's, I think, because Jay got another friend coming, and so I can't sleep at Jay's anymore. Wait, no, Tommy's. I can't sleep at Tommy's anymore, so I gotta move to Timo's, and I'm gonna meet Jay now. That's the plan, at a meetup. And then later today, I have a bunch of things I need to do, so we're gonna meet up in the WeWork and get some work done. And then I'm meeting up with a guy who needs some help. What's up, there? Oh, come on. I'm talking. How rude is that? But you guys see that when that happens. Hopefully, maybe. If I'll remember to record that. That's a general problem in general, because I'm not vlogging so much anymore. Look, still the wall. It's like a memorial thing. It's a nice, fresh, crisp morning in Berlin. That feels really good. I'm looking forward to some coffee now. Let's go.
Hey, what's up?
Hey Jay, why are we already leaving?
Because you're a little bitch.
Yeah, you saw the crowd. Even though I would say I now like people, that just gives me claustrophobic anxieties. 500 people crammed into like a 2x4 meters room.
Yeah.
And then there's Jay right in your face.
Huh?
And then there's Jay right in your face.
I know, it's too close.
So now we're finding a coffee shop instead. And I think there's one right there.
31st of
Okay, so ready?
Yeah.
Go!
Hey LinkedIn guys, I'm really excited. It's today a packed day and we're preparing our stuff. And here he is, the man. And we're starting this first. I can't finish it.
Können wir ein bisschen zusammenrutschen? Ihr seid sehr weit oben.
Toni, aber ich würde mich halt nicht so reinfließen, weil sonst ich will nicht, dass du in dir zusammenklickst.
Oder auf den Schoß.
Thomas auf den Schoß.
Ist ja nicht dein Weihnachtsmann hier.
Diese Maßnahme ergreifen wir erst, wenn die Klickraten so schlecht sind.
I'm here with Tony, and he's the founder and CEO of Meetio, and they are organizing. I actually got a free T-shirt from him too. The Digital World Bike, which is the first virtual cycling conference, and we just filmed a bunch of videos with Jens Vogt, who is one of the most successful German cycling professionals. And I just wanted to make a video because I think it's a very interesting concept. It's literally a virtual conference. You guys are maybe you can say 2 sentences about how it's exactly set up.
Mm-hmm. So you can log in from wherever you are, obviously. It's fully digital, it's a virtual environment, and you can attend all the live speeches, you can chat, you can see also new products from different vendors, and it's a whole new concept. It's the first time that we're doing a B2C event, and I have this guy helping me to promote it because I'm not really good in Instagram and all these things. So, you promised me 10K for the shirt, right?
Exactly.
10K users.
Yes. 10K
If
signups.
not-
So
if-
this
if
video
not,
needs
this
to
goes
produce
back.
10,000 signups right
Okay,
now.
let's go.
Let's go. I wonder if these pizzas are big enough. Underneath these pizza, there's more of them. Alright, the clip that you saw earlier was with Tony, who is the CEO of Meet You, and they are organizing a digital conference. And so Tommy and I helped them out with filming some stuff, which was kind of fun. And then we had pizza with all them boys. And now I moved. And I'm sleeping with this dude. And as you guys can see, His apartment is very nicely.
It is super quiet.
It is the most luxury apartment I've seen.
Come on, man. I moved 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago.
10 days. 10
Okay,
days.
the kitchen is my favorite part. It doesn't have light yet, otherwise I would show you. But it's a really nice kitchen. And this is where I'm gonna sleep the next three nights. In a sleeping bag. Alright, this is now the next day. I think it's 4 p.m. I'm on my way to meet with someone who I might do some work with. And I'm annoyed. And I don't know why I'm annoyed. And it's just this disgusting feeling. We're just like... Whew. Morning. It is Thursday, so tomorrow I'm leaving. Today's a full fucking day of meetings and calls, which now I actually feel kind of okay about. Yesterday, looking at it, I felt like I really don't want to do it. But now I'm kind of excited. I think it will be good. I'm heading to the WeWork now to get some work done before I head out and get a coffee. Let's go. Whew. All right, on the way to the first meeting of the day, I just had my first call of the day, which took an hour instead of 30 minutes. So I had to, get here while also doing the call, which was fun with, subway and signal breaking off and stuff. But it wasn't with a super fascinating person actually, who is from Germany, from Hanover, and now he's in San Francisco, and he's a fucking serial entrepreneur. He has like 227 companies, not that many, but like 8 companies or something like that. And oh look, a bird. And now he's doing some VC investing. And I wanted to talk with them initially because of the idea that I want to partner up with a VC firm or private equity firm to do the LinkedIn personal branding for all of the founders of the VC firm and private equity firm. And I wanted to ask him for intros. And so we had our first call today. And I think we vibed. And interestingly enough, he wasn't that interested in the LinkedIn personal branding stuff, but more so in the book Instagram thing, because I also mentioned that I'm kind of like, as a side hobby, turning books into Instagram accounts. And he was really into that idea. And he wanted to have a second call next week for an hour to talk that through. And seems like he's well connected with some publishers, and maybe something's gonna come out of that. We'll see. Maybe we'll make that Instagram book thing into something bigger, which would be super dope. But yeah, I'm now somewhere in some kind of more industrial place in Berlin. Never been here. So we'll see how this goes. And see you later. Oh my god. That meeting was one of the most fun things I had. Well, it was definitely the most fun thing I had this week, except talking to my girlfriend on the phone. It's so funny, sometimes you connect with someone and you agree to meet, and then it's time to meet, and I look on my calendar and I'm like, this is a 30-minute drive, it's completely out of the Berlin Central. And his LinkedIn profile, I looked at it, and I was kind of like, you can't really tell if he's legit or not. He has a company there, but that company doesn't have any employees on the LinkedIn page. So you're kind of like, this guy's probably not legit. And it's such a long drive. Should I just cancel it? Should I not meet that person? And then you go, and it's just the best fucking thing ever. And he was legit. he is owning he's owning 2 companies. One of them is selling planners, like physical planner books thingies where you put your to-do list and your calendar and stuff in there. And another company which is a branding company. He scaled that up to 16 full-time employees. Realized that he hated working with corporate clients, so now he scaled back to 6 people on his team. And the place I just went to also has a co-working space in there, which he also manages, and so that's cool. But he was also just this very genuine, fun, interesting guy who the conversation, you know, just flowed, and it was just fun to hang out. Like, maybe you can tell my energy now. Like, if you meet the right kind of person, it just fucking pumps you up and it gives you energy. And so we riffed off so many ideas, and there's so many potential things. One of them that I pitched to him was to because they want to kind of like for the physical planner thing, he wants to build out an e-commerce store for that, because it's all just physical right now. And I pitched him the idea of building out a B2C product for LinkedIn that you could run an LinkedIn influencer campaign to sell the product, which I think there's so much potential on LinkedIn right now for good B2C product that fits with the business environment of LinkedIn, and a business planner, productivity planner is just, to me, the perfect product. I might do his LinkedIn personal branding. He was very interested in that. What else was there? He's building he's building out the co-working space, and so he wanted someone to help him with community building there. And obviously nothing of that realized that, and maybe nothing of that will realize at any point, which is always the case with anything. But I think it's a very cool dude, and I wouldn't mind just, you know, meeting him again and just hanging out, because he's, besides all the cool things that he's working on, he's just fun and interesting, you know. And so that alone is worth it. So, you know, and sometimes you have that feeling that it's going to be a waste of time and that you don't want to meet that person, and it turns out true, you know, and you meet that person and they are not legit and they're not doing anything interesting and they are boring, and you're like, fuck, I just wasted 2 hours of my time driving there and meeting that person. And then sometimes it's the exact opposite, you know. You never know. I think that is the biggest lesson. You never know until you know. Like, you can't meet someone or know before in what it's gonna be. So just meet people, be open-minded. I guess you want to do some filtering, but not too much filtering, because I think the most important thing when networking is that you vibe with that person. Because there's also no point in meeting anyone who's like super legit and has like 23 companies and is like super successful and a big time CEO, and then you don't vibe on any level. Then no business will come out of that anyway, because people who don't like each other will not work together, right? So, and on the other hand, if you meet someone who you really vibe with and they are just building something but they haven't made it yet, maybe something in the future will pop up, or they will introduce you to someone. So, long rant, but really, really fun meeting. And now I'm meeting again with the people who I met last time when I was in Berlin. They have a small advertising agency, and I might do some LinkedIn for them. And so I'm meeting with them now. Let's go. All right, 2 more meetings are done. Both of them went well, I would say. One of them was helping the CEO of that ad agency I talked about set up his profile. They want me to invoice them already, but I'm gonna wait a little longer, make them feel indebted a little more. The other one was with a pretty successful entrepreneur in Berlin for a potential client. And now I have 2 more calls, but I'm gonna meet up with these boys first. Look at them. Wow.
Yes, after work experiences.
Business people.
Join us.
It is now Friday. Having a coffee in this super cute coffee shop. And I just went to a meetup in the Irish embassy, in the embassy of Ireland, with someone who I met last time I was in Berlin, who is an Irishman, and he brought me there, and it was actually very cool. Met some Irish people. I think I was the only German guy there, which was fun too. And someone gave a talk, the CEO of Makerspace People gave a talk, and it made me want to go to a makerspace and seek out a makerspace. Yeah. Now I have a call, and then I have one more meeting, and then I'm driving back. Alright, just wrapped up the last meeting of the day, and I'm now at the bus station to catch my bus in I think half an hour to drive back to Bremen. Just had a meeting with the CEO of a company, and started out slow, the conversation, you know, we needed some time to warm up, but I think then we really warmed up and had a really fascinating conversation. And the most fun thing was that he offered me to take a ride, to pick me up, or to drop me off here at the bus station and to drive me there. And first I was like, no, thank you, because I still had 30 minutes. So I was like, I'm just gonna hang out at the coffee shop where we met. I was like, okay. And then I decided to I was like, you know, if your offer still stands, I would take the offer that you drop me off at the bus station. And lucky I did, because he had a Tesla, and so he drove me here with a Tesla, and I'm pretty sure that was the first time I ever drove in a Tesla. And he did the whole thing where he floored the gas pedal, which is not really gas pedal, it's a electric pedal, I guess. And holy shit, that thing is fast. Moin. You want to use that?
So, forgotten me 50 cents. Nice one, 50 cents.
No thank you. Sorry.
Cool, weil 20 Cent.
20 Cent
Da.
habe ich. Oh. Alright. Just gave that dude 30 cents. I never know how to react when people pester you about money. On the one hand, it's just 30 cents. On the other hand, it kind of feels shitty anyway. But yeah, Tesla. I drove the first time with a Tesla, and those things are fucking fast. Like, he floored that thing, and holy shit. And he did it without warning. I almost died. And oh yeah, by the way, fun fact, a Tesla is probably the most safe place to be when if the coronavirus makes its way here, because they have a bio-safe mode or something, and the air filters in the Tesla are basically the best of the industry. So, you know, that's a good thing to know too. And yeah, alright, I think I'm gonna wrap up the vlog here. Heading back to Bremen now. See you in the next vlog, and peace out.
Hard to wake up when there's no alarm to wake you up. Sitting, breathing, doing all the things I hate a lot. But why now? Holy shit, I just wanna make a trip to the China.